321 Fantastic Plastic, back again with another model kit video for you. This time it's with the Kazon radar. I got it right this time. Now you can see here a light blocked thing. In a few minutes you are going to be seeing a video that I've done with my mobile phone showing you how I light blocked it, and this is the result. So I'm going to intersperse that in here now, and I will see you guys in a minute. Right, okay, hey guys, it's 321 Fantastic Plastic. Just a very quick tutorial on doing light blocking. First off, black. Anywhere where there's going to be light shining inside needs a light block. Okay, that's that. I'll bring you back when it's dry. Okay, that's now done. Now we are going to be using this. It's actually white, but it's super gloss white. And that's it for the light blocking. I will see you back upstairs. Oh, by the way, the shed's going in the back over there. Yeah, I've got a lot of work to do. Okay guys, so as you can see, it's relatively easy to do. Now you can do one or two coats. I just decided to do just one coat of that white, and then this layer of the gloss white, black, sorry, and then the layer of this gloss white. Because now this is light blocked. I mean, you saw it before, how easy the light was to go through it. If you get my torch now, as you can see, no light going through it other than where we are going to want to for windows. Yeah? See how easy that is? That was? So that's how easy it is to light block. So what I thought I'd do, I still got to wait for this to dry, so we're not ready to do anything yet because it's still tacky. But I'm just going to be figuring out how I'm going to light this. Now I could use single LEDs, but I don't want to use single LEDs. The only single LEDs are going to be for the impulse engines, which, if I get the right one, this one here, which is going in here. That's the only impulse engine there is, and that's the flickering red. It's going to be red. I'm going to dip my flickering LEDs into some Tamiya clear red, and that'll make that lovely red. But these are going to be orange, but no flickering. Same with the warp engines. They're going to be orange but no flickering. So the only other thing I've really got to think about lighting, oh, and these windows are going to have to be white, obviously, but with the fibre optic going through these ones along here, because that's the holes where the fibre optic is going to be going through. So thinking of the best way, if I get my LED tape out, no, that's the blue one. Oh, should we have blue windows? No. No, we won't have blue windows. Right, so I need to make sure I get my white, that's the 12 volt white. That's the blue. I really need to sort my desk out. Oh, there it is. So, here's the white LED. As you know, you've seen it before. Is this the white one? It is. Oh, it comes in singles as well. Oh, that might be interesting. So, because I want a light there, so I could put 3 lights there nicely. So we're going to go with 3 there. So I'm just going to put this just here so I know where they're going. This here, I could put one on this side and then one on the other, so it'll shine light into each other, and it will light up the bit that goes here as well, because there's windows on that bit. And if I put one here, like one right here, and then the same on the other side, it should light both of those windows, those up as well. So that, are we going to say 4? Yeah, 4. So that's 4 there. And I think back here again we only need to use 2 actually. 2. So that's 2. Okay, and that's going to go in into that bit there. That's going to go in there, and that's going to go there. And I think that should light up those bits quite nicely. Right there. I think that will do. Obviously we need to do it on the opposite side of it as well. I just haven't light blocked that part yet because I've only done the one. Now the only other thing, I'll need to cut out more of that in a minute. The only other thing I need to talk about with regards to light blocking, that is still tacky, is you see these edges, I've got paint on the edges. Once it's dry, what you need to do, you need to get your knife, because this is where glue is going to be joined, and if it's paint there, it's not going to be very good. So just get your knife and just scrape it away to bare plastic. Okay, simple thing, because it's always better, because I'm using the Revell contactor cement, the plastic melts to each other, so at least this way you know that it's gonna be sticking and bonding correctly. Let's get rid of all of that. So do something like that. Or the only other way is, before you do your light blocking, put a piece of masking tape on your edges, cut the masking tape off, and then do your light blocking. I'm a lazy ass, so I wasn't going to faff around with doing that, and I only have like one roll of masking tape left, so I wasn't going to waste it. But you get the idea. It's just to make sure you got plastic, and you don't press too hard, just let the knife do the work. And as you can see, it brings up the plastic nicely, all ready and waiting for your glue. So that's the other part about light blocking and figuring out these LEDs. Now the fiber optic LEDs I'm gonna have to use, because I can use these in single to keep them the same. I think I'll have, because I've got 3 coming through here, 3 coming from the other side, that's 6. They go into one LED, and then I've got 3, if I'll show you that. Got the 3 here, and then obviously the same on the other side, so I'll bring them all into one LED. So I could put the one LED down here and then put the fiber optic so it joins. And the same with this side, I've got 3, and same on the other 3. Again, just bring it down here so the one LED, so the fiber optic can glue onto that one LED. And obviously, because I now realise this goes in ones, we can use this. Just one LED, so the light will be the same all the way through. So that's going to be fun. The next fun part is light blocking again, but with a difference. Because these are going to be a different colour, I suppose I could just paint them a certain colour. I need to buy some clear red actually, clear yellow. I don't think I've got clear yellow for these, for the warp engines, because I think they need to be clear yellow. I have to double check on the clear yellow. I'll have to double check. But even them, if I can't find the clear yellow, get hold of clear yellow to paint it clear, then I will need to block the LED light, so build some kind of enclosure on here and obviously on the opposite side to stop any light leakage coming through and invading the lights in here. Because as I said, this is all going to be it's very basic lighting, because there's no effects lighting going on. The only effects lighting is the flickering LEDs for the impulse engine, and that's it. But that is because I got flickering. Yes, that's a flick, you dirty minded sods. That's why I put a big little red dot above the eye. Alright, it's a flick for flickering. The flickering LEDs, obviously got from Bright Components. That's the only effects, but that's already built in, so there's no other effects going on, so it doesn't need any special boards or anything like that. And I should only have 2 wires coming out, which will eventually be just the power and the what's it called? Negative. That's it. Oh good God, what is it with me today? The power and the negative. That's it. So there you go. I'm going to bring you guys back when I'm pretty much ready to solder these up, and I will see you guys in a few minutes. Okay guys, right, I'm back. That's pretty much dry. So I wanted to talk about these LEDs here. There's 2 ways you can solder these together. What I mean by that is not different ways of actually putting the solder on, but you can either put solder on, have wires coming from this one, wires coming from this one, wires coming from that one. That is a good one. I think that's called parallel. Okay, and then obviously at the end you just join all the wires together, hey presto. Or you can have a wire coming from here, so that's whatever's going to be coming into the middle. So I would actually do it roughly in the middle, wherever the middle is going to be, and then have the 2 wires coming down, and have this joined here and this joined here. That's called series. The only problem with the series is if one of these LEDs fails, all of them fail. That's the only problem with doing them in a series. I have done it in a series before, and it's a lot easier, it's a lot neater with the wires, but the problem comes if it goes, you've lost the whole lot. Okay, so I think with this one, because I think on other videos I've mostly done series where I've joined all the LED tapes together, we're going to do it in parallel. So we'll have wires coming from here, wires coming from here, wires coming from there, and obviously it'll be the same on the other side. And then obviously we can just join them up in the kit before we glue everything together, so we can have the 1 wire coming out. Okay, that's the plan. Yeah, that's always the plan. Whether it works out that way, I have no idea. So for this one, because I only need 2 wires, I think I will use brown and green, because obviously it looks like I've got a lot here of both. Definitely got a lot here of both. Right, so let's definitely got loads of green. Loads of green. Don't need all that green. Right, so I'm gonna give myself quite a bit. So if I stop there, what I'm gonna do first of all is cut all of these wires off. You sit there and just pull out the green and the brown. And there we go. Let's measure how much I need. So we don't need all of that. That should be more than enough. There we go with that. And I've just dropped all those. Oh, that's right, I'll pick them up later. Right, so I think I'm not going to be needing too much to come from the bottom of the ship. So if all of the wires are cut about the same length. So let's go a bit more about that length on all of the wires. So right now we need 1, 2 and 3. So that's 1. And 2. And damn, that's almost, but not quite all, but not quite spot on. Okay. Right, so that's those 3. And let's grab me this here, and we do the same, measure it all. I mean, this is more than enough wire than we're ever going to need. Much more. Dip, cut, snip, 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 snips. And then this should be the same. So where's my short brown? If I find my short brown, and keep that with the short green. That should be the short brown. Yes. So we'll use this one for the middle, the short one, the slightly short one for the middle, and the long ones for either side because they got meat into the middle anyway. So with that said, I mean, I still need to figure out where I'm going to be putting the base, but it's going to be roughly in the middle here. So if I'm going to place this onto here like that, so I would say, yeah, I'm going to solder it all into the middle there. So let's put this on here on my helping hands. I love these helping hands. Switch on my soldering iron, get my flux. Put a little bit of flux on here. There we go. A little bit of flux. Just a little bit of flux on my cables. Now we're going to get these, and I'm going to use my I love this little tool. I really, really do. It's so much better than trying to burn yourself like I used to do with trying to get the wire off. Now I'm only going to cut off a little tiny piece of wire on these. Keep it slightly longer on the, just ever so slightly longer on the back end, because that's where I'm going to be joining the wires up at the end. So I've got a smaller, don't even know if you could actually see that. Let's see if I can get these together. Come to Papa. Right, so one wire is slightly shorter than the other one. That is so I can join them all together at the end, but this is what's going to be glued onto the LED tape. So let's do the same with my blue. No, my brown. Yes, brown. I'm doing the same in my brown. Not my blue, and I've got a small one there, and then a slightly larger one at the bottom end. There we go. So brown is going to be my positive, the green is going to be my negative. As long as you remember that, you'll be good. So let's get some flux onto that. And where's my short side? There you are. Get some flux on there as well. So first order of the business is to get some solder onto there. So let's get my solder over. Then get a little bit of flux on here. Tin, right, iron, and press and hold the bit there, and then it should pop on. There we go. Perfect. Now let's again watch where your pluses and your negatives are. So we're going to have our negative and our positive. There we go. Now there is a slight problem here. I wonder if you can guess what the problem is. Get off. There you go. Wonder if you can guess what the problem is with this. Let's bring that up close. Yep, you guessed it. If I bring this wire down to match the other one, it's going to start touching the thing. So we can't have that. That's a no-no. So what I am going to do, I have these. Absolutely brilliant. Get yourself some heat shrink. Use the smallest one I have. Cut off it just enough to cover that area. And this is my brown, so I'm going to poke the wire through. Okay. And there we go. So now I have effectively covered that thing, so it shouldn't, in theory, be too much of an issue. And I'm just going to use my soldering iron here to push it, ouchies, to shrink the heat shrink. Okay, make sure I get it on all the sides. There we go. Let's just tin this before I finish. There we go, put a bit of tin on there. Yeah. Right, so there, now that is not going to be touching any other bits. Okay, so this one is ready to go. So let's put him on to our little bit here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take apart the tape, which sometimes is a lot easier said than done, believe me. And I'm just going to plonk it just underneath the windows. There we go. There. So that's now just underneath the windows. Now I've got heating up over here my little hot gun. Oh yep, I've got a little bit coming out. Didn't expect that too quick. I think I might have squeezed that accidentally. So there we go. So I've got a little bit there. As you can see, it's just covering the electronics for me. And then just put a little bit on each side. That's just to help hold it into place. There we go. And now if we put our electrics on, and let's test these LEDs. When you're building and doing your model kits and you're doing LEDs in it, always test. Do light tests. It doesn't cost you anything, and you'll be glad that you are doing your light tests, because there's so many times when things can go wrong and you haven't realized it. But hopefully this isn't one of them, and we will have light. So let's see what that's going to look like. So yeah, that's going to be plenty to light those, and have the other ones on the opposite side as well. That is going to be plenty bright enough, and this is only on 5 volts. So there we go, guys. There's another excuse me, Just another quick thing with regarding to the LEDs. So I'm going to continue on putting these on, and as I said, this is parallel, not series. Look at some of my other builds to see what I mean by a series. It's when I'm literally joining up these LED strips all together. I think I've done it in my Franklin, so have a look at that. Just a quick mention, I forgot to say, LED tape has their own resistors on, so you don't need to add any more resistors onto the LED tape. So don't put any more on it, or it's pointless. So just remember that. I just sort of quickly add that on. Then I'm going to say my goodbyes. Right, see you soon. But there you go, guys. That's another quick thing about adding LED tape into a model kit. So I'm going to say I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed the light blocking aspects. It's the first time I've showed it because I'm usually outside when I'm doing it, and I just thought I'd show you how I do it. Sometimes, depending on the kit, I would pick it up, have a look at it put it to the sky, see if I can still see bits. If I can still see bits, I'll then go through it again with another coat of black, and then I would continue on with my white. And with the white, I only put one coat. That's it, just one coat. And those paints, pound store in the UK. Pound store. And guess how much they cost? Pound. Yeah, pound. Don't spend any more than that. You're not going to see it. Don't spend on high quality paints, spray paints, when you're not going to see the damn thing. Okay? But anyway, there you go, guys. I will see you guys in the next video, which hopefully all the light blocking will be done. All of this is all done, and I will see you soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye now.